Hello everyone and welcome back to DET Coach's Beginner's Guide to the Duolingo English Test. In the previous lessons, we learned how to approach, read, and complete. In this lesson, we'll begin our work on interactive reading. Interactive reading is not a single reading question. It is a sequence of reading tasks based on the same passage. The test includes 2 interactive reading sets. Each set contains 6 questions and gives you a total of 7 or 8 minutes. Interactive reading affects your reading subscore as well as the literacy and comprehension integrated subscores. Let's begin with the full sequence of questions in one set. The first question is complete the sentences. The second is complete the passage. The third and fourth are both highlight the answer. The fifth is identify the idea. The sixth is title the passage. All 6 questions use the same passage. Once you submit your answer to a question, you cannot return to it. The first question, complete the sentences, contains several blanks in the passage. For each blank, choose the appropriate word to complete the sentence. This question gives you your first exposure to the passage's topic and key information. In the second question, complete the passage, one complete sentence is missing from the passage. Choose the correct sentence from the options and insert it in the right position. When you move to the second question, additional content appears in the passage. Continue using the sections you have already read, but make sure you also understand the new material as it appears. Next, come to highlight the answer questions. The screen gives you a question, and you return to the passage to find the answer and highlight the relevant text. You are looking for evidence that directly answers the question. Your highlighted selection must be complete, but it should not include irrelevant information. The fifth question, identify the idea, asks you to select the passage's main point. The sixth, title the passage, asks you to choose the title that best fits the passage as a whole. By the time you reach these questions, you will have read the same passage several times. Everything you learned while completing the passage and locating evidence will help you identify its central message. The main idea must cover the passage's core content. The title must also represent the full passage rather than just one detail. Finally, let's look at the timing for the full set. The 7 or 8 minute countdown is shared by all 6 questions. It does not restart for each one. As a basic pacing guide, begin by allowing about 1 minute per question. Complete the sentences often takes longer than the other questions. If you cannot decide on one blank right away, complete the others first, rather than letting a single blank consume most of the set's time. As the passage develops, you should be able to answer the later highlight, main idea, and title questions more quickly. The first takeaway from this lesson is the order of the 6 questions. Remember that all 6 share one time limit and that you cannot return to a question after submitting your answer. Start identifying the topic while you work on the first question. Everything you understand early will continue to help you later in the set. Later lessons will cover complete the sentences, complete the passage, the highlight questions, the main idea question, the title question, and full set time management in detail. For a more detailed workflow diagram and explanation of the question types, see the illustrated materials for this lesson on the DET Coach website. I'll see you in the next lesson.